Hey guys, and welcome to my first FIFA 14 gameplay. If you're watching this, you're probably sent from another channel, so thank you to whoever that was. If you aren't aware, there was a small group of us at Gamescom, and we were actually lucky enough to record the footage you're seeing now. The first thing to note is that this isn't perfect quality, and it's not as good as I'd normally post, but that is because we had to set it up on a camera filming the screen, so apologies for any of the glare that you can see, or that little shaky movement that just happened. But enough with that. These are the two teams that we decided to use. Everyone used different teams, so we have footage for all the teams, but this is only going to be half of a game. We have decided to split up the games, so everyone has got two halves of different games. So I will be putting up another half of a different game later on, which I'll go into more detail about later. And they have all put their video out already as well, so you can go check out all the teams that we have included. Check out the other YouTubers in the description below. But enough of that. In this game, I was going to be Borussia Dortmund, and the first thing to note is we weren't taking this game seriously, guys. Hence, both teams now go ultra attacking, as we were just trying things out, basically. Next, as well, the stats you saw just then are not final. So players like Aubameyang, I think he was an 80 or something just then. I didn't really catch it. But they are not final. I just wanted to show you guys the layout of the team management screen, so do not make any judgment on players. The other thing to note about stats in this game is that strength, I feel, is very, very important. So players like Aubameyang, who is very quick, will not be as good as he was in FIFA 13 because defenders will be able to push him off the ball so easily. Before this game started as well, there was a little bit of a skill game. They have changed a bit, but not that dramatically. They're still very standard skill games, you know, they've just introduced a few new ones. Now with this gameplay, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it that well, but the first touch and the ball control when you're sprinting is just a lot more realistic. And as you can see there, a ball boy has just thrown the ball on, so there are quite a few good animations throughout the game that they've added in, and cinematics, things like that, that just make the game feel a bit nicer all round. So strikes like that from Balotelli, I think that was, they now can do outside of the boot long shots, and for the same for lob through balls, which is a vital part of the game to me, in this game especially, because lob through balls in this are just way too overpowered. And I did actually speak to someone at EA, and they did take our advice into account, and they did say they would change that, because at the moment it is just one through ball over the top and you're in. It's the defenders just do not follow it, but that is something that they will definitely change, and it is much needed. Another thing I noticed is that you do not need to be holding the left trigger now to do tricks. You can just use the right analog stick, which personally I'm not that big a fan of, because I don't feel the security of being able to do the tricks. I feel like if I try doing a trick with just the analog stick, I will end up doing a big touch. But saying that, I have watched others use it and it has worked just fine. Now, I think it's just here. Niang plays Balotelli over, and that is exactly what I mean about a lob through ball. Admittedly, it was a good lob through ball, but at the same time, it did happen a lot in this game. And talking of Balotelli, as he just had that shot, I'm not going to go into Ultimate Team details in this video, but someone like Balotelli, just to clear this up, will, I think, be one of the most expensive players, just simply because he is quick and he is strong. And I think those two together in Ultimate Team will be the deadliest combination, because pace in this game isn't everything, as I've already said. But I'm going to stay away from Ultimate Team on this video. That was just a quick mention. The thing I noticed in this game as well is the goalkeepers have improved so much, because I felt like their positioning was a bit off in the last one. And another thing is finesse, because a few FIFAs ago finesse was just ridiculous, but now I feel like it's a really good level in this game. I haven't really spoken to anyone else about this yet, but I feel like, you know, you can score the realistic angles that you would score a finesse from. It's not the same just turn, run across the area, finesse it into the far post like an old FIFA, or it's not like FIFA 13 where finesse is effectively useless. I think they found like a good balance, and Here, Lewandowski has run up and Reis gets a pretty dirty goal, really. I think it was actually an own goal. But as you can see from this, they've got some new camera angles for it. It's some good cinematics. And unfortunately, as it was an own goal, I wasn't able to show you guys the celebrations. They're pretty much the same, but it cuts to a cutscene. And instead of just you running, doing the celebration and, you know, like doing it, then it comes up with your name. It actually does almost like, yeah, a small cutaway. And it looks really good. And a few of the celebrations that the guys have pulled out look really good as well. They're like some of the ones they've added in, I just feel are a little bit more jokey. There's also some more realistic ones. And it's just things like this, which are really small things that just affect the game so much. And like this goal here, and then it gives little cinematics as well of things like the goalie. You can see there over the top ball, even though there was absolutely no need, it almost sets him up perfectly. And as I was saying about that strike earlier from Balotelli, the strikes just look so good in this game. They look really realistic compared to other FIFAs. It's not all the same kind of strike. Like, you wouldn't be able to see it there. It was a bit far out. But we were just trying to show you guys the way the ball moves. Like, you can actually do the knuckleball free kick as well. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you want to see the second half, it will be up on JJ or KSI's channel. So be sure to go check that out. I'm sure you probably came here from there anyway. But there will also be a game going up later, which will probably be out now by the time you're watching this, where I will be using Schalke versus Bayer Leverkusen. We just wanted to show you guys what teams will be like that aren't so good compared to Milan and Dortmund. So they're still good, but you'll be able to see the way they control the ball and just general play from that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out the other teams. Just click on any of the teams you want to see now. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and see ya.